Uh, it's Sunday, 29th of December. Just got off work in the kitchen doing pizzas. So yesterday I had a phone interview. I signed up for this deal called SCORE. It's Service Corps of Retired Entrepreneurs. They signed me up with a guy to mentor me in my business venture. It was like an hour, 10-minute phone call with him, which was, I took my pen and paper and everything and got up, ran the stairs for a half hour, 45 minutes before, so I could get my mind going, run through my mind the things that I wanted to say, the questions I had to ask, and trying to think about all the areas of my business plan that I've already got worked out. And the day before, I spent a little time Googling some spreadsheets and business plans for food trucks. That way I can get an idea of what specifically I need to do. So with that, I'm going to take and I'll have to get my case manager to print it off of my emails or whatever. And then that guy's name is Richard Milone, Milon. I didn't ask him his last how to pronounce it, but he's in Prescott, Arizona. He's got a degree in culinary, and then he works in the hospitality area. He's in Prescott, Arizona. He's been doing this for mentoring new startup businesses and entrepreneurs for 11 years. So we had a pretty good conversation. It turns out that one of them things when you decide you're going to take on an adventure or a venture, whatever you call it, that you have a lot of doubts and stuff, but everything that he discussed, I already had the answer to it, and just going on with myself, and the questions that I had, I've already got them answered, so I've put a lot of time in planning this, and like I said, while in prison, I done cooking and catering course. I took business management and accounting, pretty decent with math, and then I've already thought about scenarios where accidents happen, like if a freezer comes, dies on you and you got $20,000 worth of food, or if you got whatever the scenario might be. But I've already he asked me about all this stuff, and I already had an answer for it. So that just tells me that I'm on the right track. And always the biggest thing is when a guy's or a woman is going through struggles, you always doubt yourself, but you'll never know it. You'll never know what you're capable of until you attempt it. So I'm going for it. I don't know what the outcome will be, but I'm going for it. I got the opportunities for grants from being a disabled minority, so I'm going to go after that. And and then this morning, like, I was supposed to go in and see my therapist every Sunday morning, and he's been late the last 2 weeks because of it's holiday travel, It's been snowing. Today was real foggy this morning. So, but I ain't going nowhere. I'll be here all day. You can't leave on the weekends unless you're working. So, I'm just waiting for him to call me in now. So, I've decided that on this YouTube thing that I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do some interviews, some other guys that, figure out their struggles, and what they're facing, what they have faced, how they got here, what their plans are for the future. But so while I have 100 other guys here, I'm gonna go ahead and ask some questions. What kind of questions would be asked, what to ask them when I do my interviews. There's a barbershop here in town. The guy said that both the guys in there that do the hair cutting went through this whole thing, and they've been out for 5 years, and they've been barbers for 5 years. So they did the same thing. They had to find a job, they had to get going, and they was on parole, and they had to overcome some struggles themselves. So I'm gonna see if I can't get up there and do an interview with them, if they're willing. And so the week's plans for me this week, I start work on Thursday, so I'm gonna spend the week until then trying to get as much done on my business plan. I got to put it on paper. The small business development place, they want to see everything on paper. So that's my next step, is getting all that down on paper. So yeah, and I got to figure out how to get some editing app or something to kind of make these videos a little more interesting, and how to cut the clips and put the parts that I want. And I know at first it's just me rambling on, but that's what I'm gonna attempt. So I'll get back with you guys with the next update.